Many of us have heard the terms modernism and postmodernism, and we might have quite actually wondered what do these terms mean in response to society and surroundings. To understand what postmodernism is, we have to dig and do a little bit of research on modernism. Modernism, in contrary to postmodernism, is a wide range of philosophical thoughts that spawned out in the early 17th and 19th centuries. To tell in brief and in a simple narrative, in the ancient world, people were ruled by kings, queens, monarchs, and popes. People were living under the systems produced by the rulers who possessed indeed a lot of wealth and land. People didn't have the opportunity to learn and have free thoughts as the rulers did, and in response to the development in the field of invention, discoveries, science, health, medicine, art, philosophy, technology, the regular people of the society were exposed to various opportunities to learn and debate the prevailing inequality in society. Thus came movement known as the Enlightenment era in the ancient Europe. People began to question the prevailing inequalities in the society of the monarchs. Debates were made, decisions were written, and thus bloomed the era of modernism. Modernism led to the development of industrialization in every aspect. We had a lot of development over the mid of the 18th, 19th, and early 20th centuries. Scientific discoveries were made, more conventional methods of education, entertainment, literature, art, philosophy were born. The working class was given a huge recognition, and this was the first basic step that induced the spawning of the two-degree middle classes. The world was marching from a place of acceptance to a place of comfort, and this is where the antagonist, rather a response negative factor, emerges. Owing to the development, enlightenment, movement of free liberals, and vast degree improvisation in terms of science, weapons, armory, and strategies were developed. Nuclear weapons were made in response to the global importance and in nuclear studies. Countries began competing each other purely out of who is to dominate who. And thus came the World War I and World War II. Massive destruction, deconstruction, chaos, inadequacy, rebels, dictatorship, communism, fascism, Nazism were born as a direct response as ways to induce authority over the disorder caused by the world wars. World was facing a difficult phase and people, philosophers, activists, peace committees agree upon a fact that modernism not only brought us a new and eminent ideas for us to make the world a better place but also brought us the key to destruction within it. Sociology was reconstructed, education was highly materialized, abstract concepts and themes of absurdity in every respect were brought in. People thus became rebels across the globe, questioning various themes and systems that prevail in the postmodern world. And that's how the term got its name. Equality was taken to a different degree, to a degree where the postmodernists made people consciously and unconsciously believe that the battle is not about the rich and the poor, but is between the oppressed and the oppressors. Religion was questioned and was born along with many more religious ideas. Thus came out postmodern new ideologies such as racism, social constructions, liberalization, feminism, equal pay, equal rights, gender gap, toxic masculinity, rape culture, privilege, gender and sex-based constraints, caste-based inequalities, socio-political, economic, educational, scientific, religional, domestic patriarchy. This is just one side of postmodernism, and on the other hand, we have the brighter side. There are always different ways to look at the same thing, and in that way, postmodernism has brought out a huge impact in the field of art such as literature, painting, cinema, music, poetry, and whatsoever. Absurdist art and surrealism are the greatest achievements of human era alongside postmodern world. Movies, TV shows, entertainment, and other media were made with free thoughts. Though it has its flaws and downsides, in the end, when it comes to pointing the ratio, the greatness will be more in a large scale. Authors like Paul Auster, Alan Ginsberg, Thomas Pynchon, Albert Camus, George Orwell, Haruki Murakami, William S. Burroughs, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Kazuo Ishiguro, Vladimir Nabokov wouldn't be what they are today without postmodernist views such as juxtaposition, sarcasm, satire, surrealism, controversy, absurdist standpoints, and many such abstract concepts. So, when it comes to conclusion, is postmodernism good or bad? Well, yes and no. Like how most postmodernist philosophers describe, it's in the free will and hands of the people to decide whether or not it's good or bad and how to use it in a proper, idealistic, neutral, and personal way. Postmodernism has given us both immoral feminists who disguise themselves as social justice warriors and also authors like Franz Kafka. Like it, hate it, discuss it. Postmodernism is to stay until another global issue arises.